Mississippi it's a good home. And what I would mean by that is that you can take a step back. It's a little bit slower paced, knowing your neighbors, but then also trusting in your faith. You know, our families are very close. We visit on a friendly basis, not just, you know, to go talk about cattle or work cattle. We started a partnership of sorts and continued that relationship throughout the years.
Little Creek Farms here was vital in my moving forward in the Fleckvieh business. I've had several people come back to buy the bull for the second time at my place. The first year outcross has just been tremendous. The growth is there, the bone is there. They're making more money off their cattle, and they're starting to understand that and see that.
So Fleckvieh, they are truly a universal breed. They're a continental breed. That's how they're developed. They were developed as a dual purpose for milk and meat, and they are maintained as such in Europe, Germany, Austria, those places. You know, we can get a better perspective and show what these animals can do to a larger extent, not only in the full blood or pure situation, but also using them in the crossbreeding situation.
There's a lot of things that come with heterosis that we don't normally think about. And one of them, I believe, is the Red Angus that we try to select, take a little bit of hair off of the Fleckvieh, and the combination seems to really work well in the heat and humidity. You can take the best traits from both breeds if you're selective in your crossbreeding process and really make an animal that stands head and shoulders above either its sire or its dam.
Using IGS is a management tool for a producer. I am a believer that no one aspect of production should stand alone, but they should all be used as a tool to try to provide and develop as best genetics as possible. We can take these animals, these heifers, and we can identify our top 10%, maybe our middle 50%, and then our bottom end. And we can make management decisions appropriately and accordingly. I'll take that top 10% and I'll deem those as donors. And we'll work them as such. You know, they'll be used for embryo transfer, whether it be conventional or IVF. And those middle end type animals, we'll use those for AI purposes. We will use them and utilize their genetics to some extent. And then the bottom end, we would use them for recipients, or we might sell them outright if they weren't deemed appropriate for the herd in general.
And we have a way to look at EPDs before we go to a sale and compare them to other breeds, and that's really, you know, been impossible up until recently. It's super important, it's vital, and I'm glad that you know, I'm coming along where I'm trying to really hit the strides and grow in my farm when we have some tools like that.
We're drawing in Canadians, we're drawing in individuals from Mexico, Australia. We're selling frozen genetics, embryos, and semen to Australia as well. But what I would envision with this operation is I obviously want to maintain a Fleckvieh base with the herd. You know, we can improve some of the Angus base that we've utilized.
I think it's growing. I think as people use it, it's going to come. So getting that out there has been a challenge, but it's coming. They just don't know it yet.
Cattle people are good people. As close as you can get to salt of the earth people, and Jennery and Jason are highlights of that. And you know, I had a very wise cattleman actually tell me one time that if you go to your grave and you can count 3 people that were true friends, not acquaintances, but true friends, and you've lived a heck of a life.